Welcome back to Real Ranked HQ, your home for the best movie rankings and mind-blowing plot twists. If you enjoy recaps like this, make sure you watch till the end, subscribe, and hit the like button so you never miss our next ranking. At number 10, The Match. Starring Lee Byung-hun and Yoo Ah-in, the story follows legendary Go champion Cho Han-hyun, a master who discovers and trains a quiet young prodigy with extraordinary talent. Over time, their relationship grows beyond teacher and student, almost like father and son, as the young player rises through the competitive Go world. But here's the twist. The moment the student becomes the best player in the country, he must face his own mentor in the most important match of his life, a game that could either honor the master or defeat him. At number 9, High Five. Starring Lee Jae-in, the story follows a group of strangers who receive organ transplants from the same mysterious donor, only to discover they've developed incredible superpowers. But here's the twist. The man who received the donor's heart becomes far more powerful than the rest and starts hunting them down to steal back their abilities and become unstoppable. At number 8, The Old Woman with the Knife. Starring Lee Hae-young, the story follows an aging assassin who has spent decades secretly eliminating dangerous criminals. But as her age begins to slow her down, a young killer starts hunting her to prove she's no longer the best. But here's the twist. The young assassin's life was destroyed by one of her past missions, turning their final fight into a deadly revenge years in the making. At number 7, Dark Nuns. Starring Song Hye-kyo, the story follows a mysterious nun who secretly performs forbidden exorcisms to save people possessed by powerful demons. When a young boy becomes violently possessed, she risks everything to perform a dangerous ritual the church has banned. But here's the twist. The demon she's fighting isn't just inside the boy. It has been manipulating the... At number 6, My Daughter is a Zombie. Starring Jo Jun-suk, the story follows a desperate father trying to protect his daughter after she's infected during a zombie outbreak. But instead of turning fully monstrous, she strangely keeps some of her human emotions. But here's the twist. The girl may be the first zombie capable of controlling the infection, making her the key to either saving humanity or ending it forever. At number 5, The Ugly. Starring Rahul Bhatt and Ronit Roy, the story begins when a struggling actor's young daughter suddenly goes missing. As police and family search desperately for her, dark secrets, greed, and betrayals between everyone involved slowly come to light. But here's the chilling twist. While everyone is busy blaming and manipulating each other, the real tragedy happens quietly. The girl was forgotten in a locked car the entire time.
물어봐야죠. 왜 그랬는지. 모한 씨는 진짜 대단한 아버지를 두셨어요. 몰랐을 거야.
그놈이 안 다쳤어?
확실히 자극적인 얘기예요.
At number 4, Yarang the Snitch. Starring Kang Ha-neul, the story follows a street-smart informant who secretly feeds information to powerful prosecutors in exchange for protection. He plays both sides of the criminal underworld, staying one step ahead of danger. But here's the twist. The people he trusted to protect him were using him the whole time, and the only way to survive is to expose the corruption he helped build.
야당 새끼가 검사랑 붙어 무시.
At number 3, Good News, starring Sol Kyung-gu and Hong Kyung. Set in the 1970s, the story follows a secret government team trying to stop a dangerous plane hijacking before it sparks an international crisis. With time running out, they create a risky plan filled with deception, fake negotiations, and undercover operations to save the passengers. But here's the shocking twist. After the mission succeeds and lives are saved, the government erases the entire operation from history to avoid political consequences, meaning the heroes who stopped the disaster are forced to live in silence while the world never knows the truth. At number 2, The World of Love, starring Seiyu Subin. A popular high schooler, Ju-in, hides childhood trauma. One angry outburst about a petition sparks chaos, judgment, and ripples in her life, quietly showing her struggle. At number 1, No Other Choice, starring Lee Byung-young. The story follows a man forced into a dangerous life decision after being trapped between family responsibility and a secret criminal organization that controls his future. As pressure builds, he struggles to survive while protecting the people he loves. But here's the twist. The organization never forced him by accident. He was chosen because his past already belonged to them, and escaping was never an option.